Malo Gusto to Chelsea, here we go, confirmed. And usually that would be the headline of this video. However, Caicedo has handed in a transfer request to the next level. Not only have Chelsea bid, Arsenal bid, both bids rejected, he's handed in a transfer request on Instagram. This is beyond Peter Odingwingy crazy. This is the ultimate I want to leave. I've got all the news, every little detail. It's a late one, but it's a bloody great one. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys. And in today's video, like I said, we have got two major stories. One revolving Chelsea and Chelsea's bid for Malo Gusto almost getting hijacked. But guess what? The player picked us, and I'm going to get into that. And number two, Caicedo, the most in-demand midfielder in the world, maybe after Enzo Fernandez at this moment in time, has taken matters into his own hands. He said, peeps, I've got 10 mouths to feed in siblings, I've got nieces and nephews, and I can't be staying on £2,500 a week. There is no way after tax and siblings and family tax, I'm going to be able to survive on that. I need to leave. And I'm telling you now, this is a video you're going to want to stay to the end. So all I ask for is for you lot to do the admin task nice and easy. Hit that like button. We're aiming for 1,000. Subscribe to the channel because we need to hit 24K at the end of this video. And number 3, in the pinned comment is my Instagram. And you lot, clip it, send it around, follow me on Instagram, send me the news in my DMs. Let's work together as a community, talk about football all the time. So follow me there. But let's get into the Caicedo deal because I feel like that's the big one. All right, so the Caicedo deal is massive, right? Let me give you some background story of what's going on, and then I'll tell you what happened tonight. Background story is Caicedo joined Brighton 18 months ago for £5 million. From that £5 million, now Chelsea have bid £55 million verbally, and that was rejected. We know that. That is confirmed by Fabrizio Romano and other sources. Arsenal this morning put in a bid of £60 million. That was rejected again. Ornstein reports that. Fabrizio Romano reports that. We know this is true. Rumours later in the day have come out that Arsenal went in again. The value of the player is unknown, but we know it's more than £62 million because Cucurella was £62 million from Brighton, and Brighton sold him. And now we know this how. Caicedo goes online, he goes onto his Instagram, and he relieves a message that I don't think I've ever seen before. He said, I'm grateful to the family that owns Brighton. I'm grateful to Brighton for giving me the opportunity. But I've got 10 siblings. I am very grateful for what I have. But essentially, he's saying he needs to leave ASAP. He wants to bring back the record fee to Brighton so they can reinvest and buy more players. But at the same time, this is a move that he can't turn down. His statement was along those lines. This is crazy because if you start breaking it down into little details, he's basically handed in a transfer request. He's telling them, you need to let me go. And for me, let me just say this. It gets to a certain point where Brighton need to let him go because you're making 12 times the fee you invested into this man. You invested 5 million, you're getting 60 million and you reject it. Arsenal come back with another bid, and we know Chelsea are going to follow up with another bid. So now it's literally a race to who can get him. It's a bidding war in public. Caicedo's marked his territory for the next 4 days that he does not want to stay at Brighton. This is evident. Their manager says he's hoping he can stay till the summer. And evidently by his actions, Caicedo has no intention of staying to the summer. But what does this mean? It means that Caicedo has a choice now. Either he goes all in and starts acting up and literally refuses to go to training, refuses to play, refuses to do everything to make it as difficult and become villain number 1. And trust me, he will be made a villain because they're going to say he's under contract at Brighton. He can't be doing this. Or he just has to move on and play and try to get the move in the summer. I think Chelsea are going to come back with another bid. I do not see Chelsea missing out on this player. I think Graham Potter is going to be a key instrument in getting this player to Chelsea. But Arsenal are contending. Arsenal have put in another bid. They are actively trying to strengthen their side. They've got the money because they've already highlighted this when they went after Mudryk. And now we just have to let time pan out. There are 3 ways that this could end. He stays at Brighton, he joins Arsenal, or he joins Chelsea. Any way is going to be crazy for me, especially after the statement on Instagram. Wow. So as if that news isn't crazy enough, we've got more news that is big. So now we're talking about Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto, like you guys know, I've been saying Chelsea have been chasing him for the last 2 weeks, and Chelsea have finally secured their asset. So Malo Gusto deal looked like it was going to break down because Chelsea wanted him now. Leon said no. Their president, who is annoying to do business with. Let me tell you a quick story. Do you guys remember Nabil Fekir? Nabil Fekir was meant to be joining, I think, Liverpool. Medical broke down and then another time the fee broke down. Now he's at Betis. Hassim Aouar was meant to join Arsenal, but because they were negotiating on the fee so much and it wasn't up to Leon's scratch, Leon decided to keep him. And guess what? Now he's left for cheap money, I think, to Betis again. And the issue here is that is resemblance in Leon don't mind losing money because they're not going to be bent over and ashamed. They are not going to be humiliated by no club. If this is the price you want to buy our asset, you're going to buy him. And this is exactly what happened with Chelsea. They told Chelsea, you're not getting him. Their president came out and said this. You're not getting him in January. Laurent Blanc, the manager, came out and said, I've been told and reassured this player is not leaving in January. And from that moment, when I saw that yesterday, I said he ain't going in. Because this club is not going to be taken for a mug. They've got history, they've got character, they've got tradition, and they got heritage. They've got Jose Mourinho, where it says heritage. When you have heritage and you have respect, you don't want to lose that. And in this case, Leon didn't want to lose it. So what happened? The player was forcing his way out. The player was adamant he wanted to leave. Chelsea agreed a deal to sign him for €26 million plus bonuses in the summer. He gets to go back to the club, he stays there, and the deal gets concluded in the summer. Some club in England, we don't know who, I think it's Manchester United, tried to hijack the deal. The player did not even want to entertain it. He wanted Chelsea, and this move is done. This is fantastic news. All of a sudden, we've gone from a club that used to negotiate for a month. Deals had to start in April to be concluded in August. Deals had to start in September to be concluded at the end of the week in January. Like, now we've gone to a club that is proactive, setting deals up and actively getting them done before the window starts. And if you look at it this way, we've got Christopher Nkunku signed up. We've got Malo Gusto signed up. And all of a sudden, we've got assets coming into this squad that we are going to be proud. We've got our strength in depth blossoming out, and all of a sudden this team is getting big. And like Fabrizio Romano said, here we go. Ornstein confirmed that there was a hijacked attempt, and this is great news. It's showing that teams want to do business with us in a quick and swift manner. It shows that our board is being proactive and not reactive, and it shows that our project is inspiring players to come and join us. So to sum up this video in whole, Caicedo hands in a transfer request. Chelsea and Arsenal are actively trying to negotiate a deal with Brighton, but the big news is Malo Gusto will be a Chelsea player in the summer. We've got the here we go, we've got the agreement, and it's official. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I hope you lot enjoyed this. I can't believe what's happened in the last 3-4 hours. This has been a massive day. Peace out, I'm out. 24K, remember that, peeps, 24K.